Hi there again, Sandra. So if you're watching me in this video, which is the third of a set of videos in relation to high anxiety at work, it's best that you go back to the previous two, otherwise you could get a little bit lost about what am I talking about in this video. So there's a part 1, 2, and this is part 3. So we've looked at a scenario in the workplace that can be considered to be quite high anxiety for a person, not just somebody with special needs, but in particular I'm talking about somebody with a special need, a learning difficulty that could be dyslexia. And we've looked at what others can do to make sure that situation isn't highly anxious for both parties, the person that has the learning difficulty and the person they're interacting with. And it's to talk a little bit now in this video to people that have the special needs and their thinking and how to manage the anxiety and the emotion that they might be feeling. So I had a talk with a educational psychologist and a social worker in social services, and both of them said this, as well as lots of white papers, books that I've read in relation to this type of situation. It's that talk that you tell yourself and that feeling you're having and how to manage those. So you know when the feeling's coming. Everyone knows when their emotion and feeling's coming. The only time it might be like a sudden reaction is some shock, something that shocked you has happened. And then you might not feel the emotion immediately. But generally, if you're in a work or professional situation, or you might be working for yourself and you're in a professional situation and you're feeling that a high anxiety, no matter what, I just used a previous situation in the first video, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be something else that just brings around that feeling and emotion and maybe a negative action or response to it, that feeling. So knowing in yourself, like I said, in relation to myself, I felt as if I was stupid again, and I couldn't rationalize the information that I got, and in order that I could do the task that was given to me to do. So it's getting rid of that for a start. It's either not having it or changing around to make it positive. Then that emotion, you know it, you feel it, it's either in the stomach, in the throat, a physical symptom like sweating, shaking, becoming clumsy, that kind of nervousness. That can sometimes happen to you. So in that situation, when you're feeling that emotion, it's a simple thing. It's people say over and over, you don't think about it. It's not so, it's so simple, but people don't use it. Breathe in, breathe out. And not in a way so people can see, but as calmly as you can, take as much air into your lungs, feel your diaphragm, and breathe out. And straight away, you'll be surprised, just that action on its own will reduce your level of anxiety and tension. And thirdly, verbalize it. I know it's hard. I'm a person that internalizes things because the emotion is so powerful in me, that, which is not good, because it comes out later in an outburst where a number of things have built up. I won't say at the time, a number of things will have happened with a person, and then there'll be a line crossed, and I have no limits for what I can tell you. Yeah, I get a potty mouth and I'm terrible, very animated, because I've now become angry. So you don't get into that stage, not even before it, so you don't get into that stage, these steps are crucial, and that's what I found that have helped me. And verbalizing it. So like I was saying, it's difficult for people that are not verbal because they're in their emotion and they don't want to say the wrong thing whilst they're highly anxious. So it is excusing yourself from that situation till you can gather your emotion, gather yourself, and then you must say. If you can say in the moment, all the better, because it clears it up once and for all. Once they understand, look, I'm highly anxious here, I don't know what you're telling me. You're telling me to log on, and I'm not seeing the login on the page, and I find a lot of people are black and white about what you tell them to do, especially in relation to internet or learning something or getting some research or writing something. They want to get it right. You don't want to get it wrong, because then you have to redo it. One problem. And you don't feel the best person when you're like, oh, I have to redo this. That means I've done something wrong. Oh, the feeling of doing something wrong. You don't want that situation. So to alleviate all of that, it's those 3 steps. I don't know how else other to elaborate on it. So again, I'm the encouragement person to come to, because I've experienced it for many, many years, and I now counsel and encourage other people in being the nicest and the kindest and the most helpful people they can be to others that have special needs, without being walked on, without people taking advantage of you, without people taking the mickey. Yeah. So please check on any other videos that are coming out. If you see me, it's Sandra again from the UK in London, and thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share. Really appreciate it. Any of your comments, leave at the bottom, and I will always do my best to answer. I'm going to go to see the grandbaby now. Thank you again. Bye bye.